The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there.
He will find finds Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. Rick Woolen in on the stop.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 3rd down and 4. Here's Tua. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Swift going to try up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey. 21G, 21G.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down and 6 now. Hill going to go in motion right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to get this one down to the 45-yard line. That's big Jalen Carter, the rookie, able to get him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that drive's going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. Now he's free to midfield. Down the left sideline. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
But first down, Hurts. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21G. Cover one high. Out.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going.
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That play over before it got anywhere, thanks to Christian Wilkins. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the option to give to Swift here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Swift. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Swift, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
44.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Again, it's Achane.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Flush to his right. And some room to work. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Hey, 21 TX.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 73. Crowd left Yanni.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Devontae Smith. Now he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some